Hello everyone, welcome again on the Tech channel. And in this video, we're going to talk about that how you can create a video calling app or a voice calling app using the Flutter. Okay, and before I will start the video, please don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video and share the video to your friend. It will highly motivate me, okay, to make videos on new topics. Okay, so before writing a code or explaining anything, I just wanted to give you a quick demo. Okay, so we have a code base, okay, and that is a test app, and I have installed that test app in our emulator. So this is the test app. Okay, when I will launch it, you will find that this kind of window is opened. Okay, similar app I have installed in the my phone also. So if I will open the same app in the phone, then you will find that I will join the same call. Okay, so here you can see that we are doing a video call. The one app is installed in my phone and the second app is installed on this emulator. Okay, so we are doing a video call here, and here we have multiple options. We can just wait a minute, we can just turn back the camera. So if I will turn back my camera, then you will find some mess thing. Okay, so yeah, let me switch the camera again, and here we can stop our video streaming like this. Okay, so if I will stop here, then you will find that I'm speaking over there but my video is not visible over there. We can mute also. Here we have an option of mute, and we can turn off the speaker also, and we have a hung up option also. Okay, so let's work on this. Okay, and let's do it in our 20 minutes. Okay, so it's really easy and we can achieve this whole thing within a 20 minutes. Okay, so let's start writing a code and do the setup. So let's do the setup, and in this video what we're going to use is called ZegoCloud. So ZegoCloud is a cloud platform, and with help of this ZegoCloud we're going to achieve the video calling and voice calling. So what you need to do, that you need to have a account in a ZegoCloud. Okay, so either you need to do the sign in and sign up in this ZegoCloud. I will put the link of the sign up page in the description so you can find it. And what ZegoCloud is offering, that they are offering us a free 10,000 minutes video call. Okay, and you can do whatever you want here. And what are the setup we need? Okay, so first let's go and let's create a app from the scratch. Our Flutter app, Flutter create. Okay, let me just go to the desktop first. Okay, and here I will going to create a app, Flutter create test app. Okay, and what we need to do is, once you log in with the ZegoCloud, then you will going to get an option called create your project. Okay, you will land into this page after login in a ZegoCloud or sign up in a ZegoCloud, and you will get an option called create your project. And once you will click on a create your project, so they have multiple feature here. You can create a voice and video call app, video conference, live stream, live audio room, and let's focus on the video and voice call app. Okay, I will select this thing, and after selecting this thing I will click on a next, and here you need to give the name of your project. So I will create a test2, just an example. Okay, and after giving a name you will get an option. Either you can use a uikits, or you can build something from scratch with the ZegoCloud SDK. Okay, so to create a minimalistic app, I'm going to use a uikits. They are offering all the thing uh, built in self. Okay, so let's use a uikits. So if I will click on I start with uikits. Okay, so our new project will going to be created, and that the name of the project will going to be a test2. Okay, meantime let's see that our app called test is already created. So cd test, and let me open the VS code for it. Okay, and meanwhile the test2 is creating, let's download one dependency on our Flutter, that is ZegoCloud uikit Flutter plugin. So I'm going to use this Zego uikit preview plugin, and it will give us a nice UI. We don't need to write code from scratch. Our platform is created, so let's start building your app. I will click on this thing. Okay, I guess my internet is bit of slow. Okay, so that after clicking on that page, what we need to do is, now let me install this dependency. Okay, I will going to install this dependency on our prospect.yaml file. I will add this thing just after the Cupertino icons. Okay, and let me hit the save, and it will run the Flutter propagate and install this dependency. Till that, let's go on the ZegoCloud admin console, and here we will need to choose which platform we wanted to use. So I will use a for Flutter, and after that do the configuration for your this project. Okay, so for one call, I just wanted to add a feature called call invitation and standard face beautification, because we are using a free version, so that's why I just going to enable these two thing only, call invitation and standard face beautification. In the group call also I'm going to use these two feature only. And now what we can do that after this, I will use a save and start the integration. Okay, and this is our app ID and the app sign. Okay, and I'm going to delete this project just after the video record, so yeah, please don't use the app sign. Okay, and yeah, these two things will be needed at the time of integration, so just keep this thing handy. And ZegoCloud have a nice uh, documentation too. So here, what are the thing we need that is already specified. Okay, so let's do this thing and let's do it on our app. Okay, so we have installed the ZegoCloud this plugin, and what we need to do, that before using this all thing, we need to just go on a build.gradle file of the Android folder. So you have to go on Android and app and this build.gradle file. Okay, so here we have a compile SDK version. You have to keep this compile SDK version to 33. Okay, and also we have a minimum SDK version in here, so the minimum SDK version also we need to change as per the documentation. What we need to do here, let me show you. So they have a very good documentation. We have to use compile SDK version 33 and minimum SDK version to 21. Okay, so after doing this thing, you have to hit the Control S, and what we need to do is we need to upgrade the Kotlin package. Okay, so where do you find this thing? You will going to find this thing in a different Gradle file, which is here in the top Android folder only, this build.gradle file. You will get it here, and here you need to change the Kotlin to 1.8.0 at least, and here you have to upgrade this Gradle also, and the Gradle should be 4.1.3. okay, so they have some kind of dependency on older Gradle version, so you have to use 4.1.3. okay, and you need to hit the save again, and if you go below of the documentation, then you will find that we need to update on a wrapper properties also. So where do you find that wrapper properties? You will going to find it inside Gradle and Gradle wrapper properties, and it is already greater than the 7, so they are asking us to put the version of this properties to 7.0, so we already have it. Okay, now we need to add a couple of permission. Okay, and those things where we need to add it inside our app source main and Android mainface.xml file, and where we need to add here just after this package. Okay, we need to do the indentation, so yeah, and let me hit the save. After doing that, we need to just um, go on uh, the Android and app folder here, and we need to create a new file called pro.rules.pro. Okay, and let me do it, and let me create a file called this. And here what we need to do, that we need to just copy this code and paste it. Okay, and we need to add this particular line of code in our build.gradle, which is inside the app. Okay, so here we have a build.gradle, and we have a release tag here, this one, and just below this thing we need to add it. Okay, after adding all of these things, we have completed setup of the Android. Okay, and for iOS we have a different kind of setup, but I'm not going to cover that part. If you want that thing to, like, if you want me to cover that iOS specific configuration, please drop in a comment section and I will create a separate video for it. Okay, so now all the thing we have created, now what we need to do is we need to go on our lib folder, and in the main.dart file, uh, what we need to do is we need to remove all the boilerplate code, and let's create our own. Let me create our own component. So this is the component created by the Flutter itself, and actually I don't need all of these things, so let me just, okay, and let's create a landing page dot file, and here let me create a state full widget, name will going to be landing page again, and we have to import our material.dart package. Okay, now we are ready, and we have to use a scaffold here. Okay, and let's use a child body, I guess, and here let's use a column, or let's use a center widget, and yeah, this is our landing page. Okay, and let me use this landing page inside here the my app. It will be a landing page, so let me use our landing page here. We need to import our landing page, so I'm going to set up this thing, and yeah, after importing the landing page, we can create a new page called call page.dart, where we'll put the code related to the calling. Okay, it will going to be a stateless widget, we will not going to do anything, so call page. Okay, and the code provided by the team of ZegoCloud, I'm just going to copy it. Okay, so let me just copy all the thing, and let me put it over here. I will going to import our material.dart package over here, import material.dart package, and we need to import a ZegoCloud package also. Okay, and what are the things we need here, I will just explain you, but let me fix this error. It will require a context, and what we will need is we will need a app id and app sign. Remember I told you that please keep this thing handy, the app id, which is required to interact with the ZegoCloud, and also we will need a app sign, so let me copy and paste the app sign. Okay, so after adding the app id and app sign, what we need to do, that we need to have a user id as well. So when we install this app in multiple uh, mobile device or multiple places, then we need to have a unique user id. That's why I have created this landing page. Okay, so in the landing page, what I will do, I will going to create a child, and in the child I'm going to create a row. Okay, so this is just a basic app. Okay, so what I'm going to do, that I'm going to use a text form field. Okay, where user can add their user id, or we can create our own user ID randomly. Okay, but yeah, but let me use this text form field first, and let me use a text button first. Okay, we're going to use a on place, and child will going to be join the call. Okay, and yeah, before doing anything, let's install this app first in our emulator, okay, to see the changes. So let me use our emulator, which is Nexus 1. I guess it is, oh, I have closed it. Okay, till that, uh, once the emulator will start, let's go on a call page and let's see that what are the thing we need. We need a call ID. So why we will need a call ID? Okay, they said that a call ID is unique, and if two user will join to the same call ID, then like suppose we have a gmeet, right, and in the gmeet we have a dedicated link. So suppose in the dedicated link, if five people will join, then five people can interact with each other. Okay, so that is a group call basically. Okay, similarly the call ID will going to be unique. So suppose it will going to be unique, so if five people wanted to have a group video call, then they should have this unique call ID. Okay, so it is really important to have a unique call ID to interact or create a group call link. Okay, so we need to have this unique call ID, and that unique call ID I'm going to just take a input from a user. So here in the landing page we can just add this thing. So let's use a decoration first. Input decoration. Let's give a hint text. Please enter call ID. Okay, and whatever we will type, so let's use a controller, a text edit controller, call ID controller, something you can come up with your name. Okay, so let's use this text edit controller and initialize it, and let's provide this text edit controller to our text form field. Okay, and once user will click on press of the text button, so let me just start a process of installing this thing. So behind the scene it will install this app on this particular emulator. So once the user will click on this on press, I will use a navigator dot push context, and we need to provide our material page route, and here we need to have this builder a context, and we need to use our call page okay, and here we need to provide the call ID. Okay, so the call ID we have entered, that will going to be here, and it will be a text. So it will going to be a unique call ID, but yeah. So once you will hit the save, then you will find that it is giving some kind of error. That is because of this text form field. Okay, so let me just do one thing. Let me wrap this text form field with the container, because every text form field need a width. Okay, so it will be a media query dot op context dot size dot width divided by 2. Okay, and if I will hit the save, then you will find that that thing is added. Let's not think about the UI. Okay, we need to work on the functionality first, and we are passing this call ID over here on a call page. Okay, and yeah, everything is done, but we need to fix this user ID. This user ID should be a unique. So what we can do, that either we can create a unique user ID, or let's do one thing. As of now, I will going to create a separate a whole tutorial on this ZegoCloud, so don't worry. So as of now, what I will do, that I will add another text field. Like I will add three text field, because we need to have a username also. It is not required, like username can be same, but user ID should be unique. So I will add another controller called user ID, and let's create a user name. Okay, so I will assign this user ID to the second text form field. Okay, let's put a const here, so linting is will going to solve. Okay, and it will be, please enter your user ID, which we will going to create by our own, but let me ask a user first as of now. And yeah, the third thing will going to be enter username. Okay, so we are asking these three things, and we will pass these three things. Okay, just bear me some time. I know that I'm taking some amount of time. Okay, so we will get this user ID from the parent, and also we will going to need this username from the parent, and it will be required username or user ID. We're going to need it. Okay, so if I will hit the save, it will going to give us an error, because we need to pass the username from the parent. User ID controller dot text, similarly username, so username controller dot text. So we are passing all these three things. And if I will go on a call page, so let me explain that app ID we got from the ZegoCloud, apps and we got from the ZegoCloud, user ID which will going to be unique. If we have a 10 app, then we need to have a 10 unique username, user ID. So as of now, let's add a user ID from the, let's ask this user ID from the client only, and username, the name will going to show on your screen. Okay, so if I will go on the app, then you will find that we have a three field. Let's use a call ID 1. Okay, I will join the same call ID via my mobile too. Okay, so let me add that thing 1 on my mobile too. User ID, let's use a dev123, and here I will use a different user ID because it should be unique. Okay, so that thing we will going to fix in the next coming video if this video will get hit. Okay, enter username, let's use a dev stack. Okay, and let's use a Balram in my phone. Okay, if I will use a button join the call, then we will going to start our video calling. Okay, I need to do the same thing in my phone. Okay, then you will find that yeah, we can nicely do the video call, and we can interact here. Okay, so the same thing I showed you on a demo, we are doing same thing over here. So the purpose of this video is completed, that how you can integrate the ZegoCloud in your app. Using the Flutter, that is already solved. And yeah, I will need your help to get a comment on this thing. Okay, I will, let me stop my video calling, so it should not consume the 10,000 minute free video call feature of the ZegoCloud. Okay, so we have integrated the ZegoCloud in our Flutter, and we can create a multiple screen. Like just now we just created one-to-one video call. Similarly, we can use a group video function to do the group video call, and we have a group voice function to do the group voice call. Okay, so if you want a detailed videos on each of the topic with a nice UI, the current UI is not nice, I know. I just wanted to convey the information to you guys. And if you want like a dedicated tutorial or playlist on this thing, Please let me know on a comment, and please don't forget to subscribe the channel, like the video and share the video to your friend. It will highly motivate me to make new videos. Okay, thank you all. Happy coding.